looking at Justice Baffoe Bonnie, you've seen him in practice. He talked about how he was at the Circuit Court for 7 years, High Court, Court of Appeal. What has been his trajectory?
So, another misconception that my party, that is the New Patriotic Party, has always been accused of, apart from the issue of the Chief Justice, has to do with the appointment of justices of our Superior Court of Judicature for the purposes of education to our viewers. When we say the Superior Court of Judicature, we are referring to the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. There's this whole misconception which has been built over time from frequent criticisms from our friends on the other side, that is the NDC, that during the time of the MPP government, that is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, from the year 2017 to the year 2025 January, the judges that we appointed to the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court, we appointed them without regard to the senior-most judges of those courts. When you look at the trajectory of Justice Baffoe Bonnie, it will tell you that that argument is also fallacious.
Wow.
Good. So when Justice Baffoe Bonnie was appointed to the High Court, from the Circuit Court to the High Court, in the year sometime 2002, Justice Senyor Jamepe, who went to the Supreme Court this year, was already a High Court judge. When he was promoted, when he was appointed to the Court of Appeal,
who was appointed?
Justice Baffoe Bonnie was appointed to the Court of Appeal in the year 2006. Justice Vida Akoto-Bamfo was already a Court of Appeal judge, having been there from 1999
to 2006.
To 2000 and when was Professor Mills?
8.
Yes.
No, I'm saying that Akoto-Bamfo has been there from 1999 to 2006.
To 2006 when Baffoe Bonnie became a Court of Appeal judge. Later on, Justice Baffoe Bonnie surpassed Justice Akoto-Bamfo
and others,
and was appointed. President Kufuor surpassed Justice Akoto-Bamfo and others, and appointed Justice Baffoe Bonnie to the Supreme Court ahead of Justice Akoto-Bamfo, who was later on to be taken to the Supreme Court by Professor Mills.
Yes, correct.
And when she went to the Supreme Court, Justice Baffoe Bonnie was her senior at the Supreme Court.
Even though Justice Baffoe Bonnie had met her at the Court
of Appeal. That tells you that appointments to our superior courts of judicature, the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court, has never been by way of seniority. It is not the determining factor. Otherwise, Justice Akoto-Bamfo would have gone to the Court of Appeal, to the Supreme Court, ahead of Justice Baffoe Bonnie.
Okay, I get the point.
Otherwise, Justice Senyor Jamepe would have gone to the Court of Appeal ahead of Justice Baffoe Bonnie. Otherwise, Justice Senyor Jamepe would also have gone to the Supreme Court ahead of Justice Baffoe Bonnie. In fact, Justice Atuguba, William Atuguba, was picked from the bar. He was practicing then in the Upper East, Bogatanga or so, and was brought to the Supreme Court. Straight.
At age 45,
age 45.
Big deal.
I am sure at the time, there were older lawyers at the bar.
Who could have made the Supreme Court?
Who could have made the Supreme Court. But he was picked. And sent to the Supreme Court. And nobody made a fuss.
Sophia Akufu also going to the Supreme Court
very early. And I'm sure at the time, there were senior lawyers in Ghana who could have been appointed. So appointments to our courts have never been by way of seniority. That hasn't been the major consideration.
Very good point. I think your point is well made. It's 10 minutes to the top of that 11 o'clock. But let me ask you, Baffour, what happens to the Constitution if Baffour is nominated to the Supreme Court as Member of Parliament for Mensah South, you lose your seat.
I have to resign from Parliament.
And we go for a by-election.
And go for by-election.
So the same thing is if Baffour is appointed from the bar straight as Chief Justice, the seat is gone.
The seat is gone.
And we have to go for a by-election.
Go for by-election.
Can a partisan MP be appointed Chief Justice?
Justice Puaman,
yes,
was the General Secretary of the People National Convention, PNC.
Not a controversial party. It's not one of the big two. It's not one of the duopoly.
Justice George Bwedi used to be a member of Parliament on the ticket of the NDC.
Are you serious?
Justice George Bwedi, yes.
Supreme Court judge?
No, I'm not sure. Maybe he's been sent to the Court of Appeal in one of the recent appointments. I'm not too sure. But he was a High Court judge.
He was a member of Parliament.
He was a member of Parliament.
For the NDC?
Yes. More than a term. He was an NDC member of Parliament. He was the judge that sat on the Sal case.
In the Volta region.
In the Volta region. He granted the injunction.
Before it was overturned.
Before it was quashed by the Supreme Court.
Oh, I see.
And he's not the only one. I think Justice Kobie.
Well, but they used to say that Justice Honenuga used to be an MPP, somebody in the Volta region.
It's not Justice Honenuga. They are referring to Justice Gaiwu.
Gaiwu, okay.
And so that is evidence of the fact that Gaiwu is not an exception.
I see. Gaiwu is today on the Supreme Court?
He's at the Supreme Court.
Okay. He's been or he's part of the recent ones?
No, he's been.
He's been, okay.
He's been.
Okay.
I mean, he's not an exceptional case.
I see, that's also an interesting one.
Justice Puaman was the General Secretary of the PNC. You know, the PNC
is a minor party.
No, it remains a hybrid of the MPP and the NDC.
Oh, does it?
PNC is a hybrid of the...
So there's PNC MPP and PNC NDC.
That's right.
So Puaman is PNC NDC or PNC?
I'm not sure.
You can say.
I'll find out from him in the future.
Anyway, congratulations to Parliament and to Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie. We believe that tomorrow the Appointments Committee will send the reports, and sometime this week, His Excellency the President will swear in the 9th Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana.